should be
live.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
I'm OG, and this is
MJ. I gotta do my little dance.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are live with Mama Chad.
There's no alcohol in the coffee, just coffee.
Speak for yourself.
I definitely could use some. We have a huge show today. I'm super stoked, and with us we have some awesome mamas. We're going to start off with saying hi to them really quickly first. So we've got Jillian Davidson of PAXmommy. Hi. We have Elaine McGee of Thrive Mama.
Hi, mamas.
Hi. And we have Brandy Dolan of Dolan's Family Chiropractic. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Such a hard word, chiropractic. I don't know why. Anyhow, so we're here. How many of us have coffee?
Tea.
I got water.
Yeah, well, I've got that too. You know, we get a little worried. So the way things work with us, for those of you who haven't watched, is that we're just all moms, and we are at home, and we have our kids, and there's the likelihood that somebody may have to get up and leave because a kid has either locked themselves in the bathroom or chosen to go naked or desperately needs a banana. So if we shoot off and take off and disappear, that's where we've gone to.
Yay.
And if we get too loud, sorry. Not sorry.
Yes. This is the life. If you don't have children, then maybe this will help you or hurt you. Who knows?
It will either promote birth control or promote the prevention of.
Yeah.
The prevention.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's an amazing life. Otherwise, it's so awesome.
This is our regular morning routine. How's the morning going for you girls over there in your respective worlds? Jillian?
It's a little early.
Yes. I wanted to talk about this. So what time do you usually wake up then?
So, at this time I'm usually still in bed answering messages on my phone with one eye open. I don't think most of my friends have even seen me awake or around at this time. So you all are so lucky.
Yes. How do you do that with 7 children? How do you sleep in? I want to know your secret.
Well, I have a magical husband.
Okay.
So I stay up super late working, and then he goes to bed at a normal time, and then he gets up in the morning, and he does breakfast, which is good because I detest breakfast. Like, can't stand it. I do coffee.
There we go.
But the kids, want something other than coffee. So he gets up with them, and they sleep in, which is nice. They don't get up super early. And so he does breakfast with them, and then I get to sleep a little bit longer. And then I just work. As long as I'm horizontal, I'm happy. If I have to get up, then I get a little grumpy. If I have to talk to anybody, I get more grumpy. So the kids know to just not talk to me.
Nice.
Yeah. Till what time?
I usually am a reasonable person around 11.
I think that's very civilized.
Right? 11 is like a normal, natural time to talk to people.
Yes.
Totally. Totally.
Before that, it's just not happy.
Yeah, no, I hate the clock.
I have the opposite. I need to actually get blackout shades in our room because as soon as the sun is up, my son is like, the sun's up. We've got to wake up. I need to nurse. Everybody needs to get up.
We have what I call what used to be our love cave, because we live in a loft, so we had to make our own walls. So our bed is under a mezzanine that's completely, well, 3 sides are closed, and then we've got big fat curtains. So
nice.
It's very dark in there, yeah.
Oh, I dream of living in a studio.
Well, there's one coming up in the.
Perfect. All 9 of us will fit in there.
Actually, we probably would because it's that big.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll talk.
Jillian's moving downtown San Diego.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
With all of Comic-Con and the rest of the world in San Diego today. Crazy. Have any of you had the chance to go to Comic-Con yet?
No.
Those people scare me. I'm not going to go down there.
Those people are my people. Those are my people.
Yeah, you're in your element right now.
Where's your cosplay?
Totally. I love all that stuff. I don't have any costumes.
What?
Nope. But I do enjoy them. And I just want to tell you guys really quickly about this cool story about Comic-Con that I thought I would share with you. Since we're mamas, I thought you would like the story, and maybe somebody out there would take this a little step further. So there's this guy, his name is Kevin Doyle, and I think it's 2012, his wife died of pancreatic cancer. Awful, horrible thing. But this guy decided that he was going to raise money for kids undergoing chemo. So he put together this organization called Eileen's Angels in honor of his wife, and they make gift bags and deliver them to children undergoing chemotherapy in hospitals. So he chose, I know, it's an awesome organization, awesome fund. He chose to walk to Comic-Con dressed as a stormtrooper from Petaluma, California, 645 miles.
Oh, my.
That is how insane and awesome Comic-Conners are. So if you want to look into it more, you can just Google Kevin Doyle or Eileen's Angels and help him keep his wife's memory alive and give lots of love to kids.
So was he, like, interacting with people, like, while he was doing this? And okay, cool.
Yeah, so he's supposed to arrive today at Comic-Con. So it should be lots of fanfare, but of course he'll probably just blend into the masses here, and people won't be able to figure out which stormtrooper he is.
Totally.
Are you saying that all stormtroopers look alike?
I know. How bigoted of me. So we also have other really big news today for our show, PAXmommy Jillian.
Yes.
You have something really cool to tell our fans about, to give them a little tease.
A little tease or the whole tease?
Just a little tease.
We have a free giveaway coming up, thanks to Tula baby carriers.
Yes!
So thank you, Ula, and the whole Tula team. And our giveaway will start after the show?
After the show.
After the show, and run for a week until the next show.
That's right, when we'll announce the winner. And we'll give all those details later, but right now that was just a tease.
Yeah, so Jillian, we were telling the other mamas on here, Dr. Brandy and Elaine, about a Tula, so you'll have to go into a little more depth of just the understanding of what a Tula is, you know.
What is a Tula? Where do I begin?
I know. I described it as wearing clouds.
With rainbows shooting out of it.
There you go. Tell our viewers and others out there, as if there would be others out there, but tell people how it is you got into this world of baby wearing and a little bit about yourself and that experience.
Well, I started baby wearing with my very first baby. I was born as a baby, so when I was pregnant, my mom sewed me a couple slings and said, here are some slings to wear. She didn't show me how to wear them. And my husband and I ended up putting the rings on the back, which they're supposed to be worn here on the front like a corsage. We didn't know that. We put them on the back, which is actually so comfortable, and we've started like this whole ring sling revolution by wearing rings on the back. People who can't get the hang of the sling on the front with the rings really have taken to wearing it on the back. So it's like this new way or old way, since my oldest is 12 now, to wear a ring sling. But we started with that, and then my mom gave me the same snuggly that she wore me in. So we had 2 ring slings, 2 homemade ring slings, DIY, and the snuggly that I was worn in. So we started wearing my first 4 days after he was born, and then we had twins, which 18 months later we had our girls. So one is adopted and one was biological, and they came 3 weeks apart. And both were home births at my home, and out of necessity, we had to wear them. We had 3 under 2, and we were going nuts. So we always were wearing at least one baby between my toddler or the babies. And then 2 years later, we had our 4th child, and he was such a snuggle love, but he was actually heavier than my other babies, and I needed something with more support. I wanted a 2-shoulder carrier. So I got on the Babywear, which is old school, and I put on there which soft structure or which buckle carrier do I need, and the moms on there have heard that question 5 million times, and said you have a couple choices. And back then it was Becco, Ergo, or I think Piccolo was the 3rd choice back then. Like, it was super limited. So I chose a Becco because they were cute. And I went to Costa Mesa, where Becco headquarters is, and she, the owner, fit me with a Becco 4th generation, which was their latest model at the time, and I fell in love. And I came home to Santa Barbara and told all my friends and said, Mamas, you all need one of these. And so they were buying directly from Becco, and the Becco owner emailed me and said, why are you not selling these? All your friends are buying from me. They could be buying from you. So I started, I believe I started with 6 Beccos. And I sold those, and I bought 12 more.
So cool.
And I just, it snowballed.
Totally.
So I went from 6 carriers to 12 carriers. Then I decided to introduce cloth diapers. So I started selling cloth diapers and organic clothing. And, once you get on that track, it's just unstoppable. Yeah.
Is that when the rainbows started too? Were your love of rainbows before?
I think I was born with a love of rainbows. I was an 80s baby, so I had, the rainbow backpack, and Rainbow Bright was huge.
Oh, yeah.
What else was rainbow back then? Like, everything.
Yeah,
there were a lot of rainbows.
Everything was rainbow.
Yeah. It was big in the 80s. I had a belt with a little heart buckle where you, clip the heart together.
Aww.
Yes.
I remember I had blue corduroy overalls, different rainbow stripes throughout. Oh my God!
I love those now.
I would wear them now. I would wear fit in them. I would. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you come across? I'm a language geek.
Okay.
So I'm curious about the PAXmommy.
So
PAX, is that the Latin?
That's the Latin for peace. So I knew exactly what I wanted the store to be like. I wanted it to be peaceful, and I wanted to say, if you baby wear, your baby will be peaceful sometimes. But Peace Baby, I wasn't in love with that, and my husband said, keep looking, keep looking. So I ended up going and looking at the different languages that translated peace, and Pax is perfect.
Really is.
Yeah, it just hit, and then the X. In our original logo, the X was actually a Meitei. So the straps of the Meitei are the X. There's a little baby head, super cute. And then I promised my husband, I said, it's just going to be a hobby. It won't take up any extra time, I promise. I can juggle 4 kids and this hobby, no problem. You'll never even know.
to overtaking your world.
Yeah, so I started with like a box in our living room, and then I moved into the garage, or into the studio at our old house, and then into the garage, and now, you know, PAX headquarters takes up quite a bit of space. Oh, but it just snowballed. And then Tula, I'm wondering when I first wore a Tula, maybe 4 years ago. Tula sent me a carrier, and back then they were called Tuli. And she sent me a carrier from Poland and said, tell me what you think. And I said, I love it. Let's sell them. Yes. So I started selling them, and then she rebranded as Tula. And Ula, who owns Tula, moved here to San Diego. So now she's local, and headquarters are in San Diego, so I visited them, and they're so fun. And it's so great to go in and just see, you know, all the carriers lined up on the walls, and it's like inspirational. Yeah, it's like a candy store.
Totally.
And the Tula is a buckle carrier. For the mamas that don't know, it's a buckle carrier, so it buckles around your waist, and the straps go around your arms, and then there's a chest clip. So there are essentially two clips, two buckles, so it's called a buckle carrier or a soft structured carrier. And there are two sizes. There's a standard and a toddler. And my baby, baby Kate, is 20 months and 20 pounds, so she still wears the standard usually. And then my big kid, my 4-year-old, wears the toddler. So the range is huge. It starts at 15 pounds and goes to like 45.
So
yeah, I just wore my 4-year-old in Trader Joe's for an hour yesterday, and
in your Tula.
Yeah, it was like heaven. Yeah, because I don't get to wear him very much anymore. But he was sleeping in the car, and I was like, I gotta go shopping, and so just put him on, and he was. I took a picture of him because he was like mouth open.
He transferred to your back?
Actually, I had him on my front.
Oh,
yeah,
so cute.
I know. I was like, yeah, I could hit the back, but I don't. He would definitely wake up if I would try to do that. So I was like, nope, I'll just put him on the front. And he just snuggled in, and two different moms come up and be like, you know, that's so awesome. And I'm like, I know, and he just turned 4. I just can't even believe I'm still using this carrier.
Yeah.
I love Babywearing. I don't know how I would have survived without it, you know. I ache for it still, because, you know, I broke some toes recently, so I can't carry him. And I'm always having some kind of issue, but I just wish I could carry him all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, he slept on top of me.
Oh.
So, you know, with we've been talking about buckle carriers, but when did you start wrapping, Jillian? Because I mean, your store has everything from ring slings, wraps, and.
Yes. I bought my first wrap when I was pregnant with my 5th baby.
Cool.
And I bought a rainbow. I bought a Gearsalt Earthy Rainbow.
Nice.
I had to source it from Canada because nobody sold rainbows in the States. So a really nice mom in Canada sent me one, and it was this long. And I kind of gave up. I was pregnant, I was grumpy, and I was like, I wrapped once, and I was like, this is just too much. So I set it aside, and then I used a stretchy wrap with, I think I used it with number 4 as well, but number 5 I really got started using the stretchy wrap. And I love the stretchy wraps because if you do it right, it's so supportive and it's so snuggly, and it's like wrapping your baby in the snuggliest blanket, and it's just lovely. And you can breastfeed so easily because it's so stretchy. The woven wraps, that's my biggest problem, is that for me to be able to get the baby positioned correctly, I have to unwrap or I have to change the wrapping, and I'm just so impatient. I'm actually just too busy. I can't slow down. I just need to be able to like pop baby on and keep going. So I love wrapping, but I really don't wrap until the baby can go on my back, which is rule of thumb is 6 months when they start sitting. Right. And not like propped up, but like actually sitting. So until your baby can actually sit, then their core's not ready, And so I wait until they can actually sit. And once they sit, it's like a whole new world because I can put them on my back when I'm doing the laundry, and I can wrap, and I don't have to worry about them wanting milk all the time because, you know, if they're here, they want milk. Yeah. If they're here, they can smell it, but they can't get to it.
Sometimes we wish that they could. We could just like, okay.
Oh my God,
you know, I wonder. Oh, go ahead, Erin.
I was just saying I have seen pictures where or down this way, you know, and I'm like,
right.
Thank you very much.
We'll nurse a few more babies.
Find their ways.
Trust me, going full-term breastfeeding with one is enough to do the equivalent to 5, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, once I learned how to nurse in my woven wrap, one of the Babywearing meetings, somebody showed me the front wrap cross carry tied at the shoulder. Mm-hmm. And that one was awesome because you actually have like a knot that you can bring down and, like, you know, kind of lower the baby down and then bring them back up. So that one was like, oh my gosh. Like, and then of course, you know, in my Tula, once I started to learn how to nurse and wear, it was like a whole new world opened.
It's so easy, right?
Yeah. I'm amazed at how quickly humanity in general, and in particular the American culture, had let that custom fall, had let it go for the sake of you know, propriety, or the sake of looking like we're so wealthy we don't have to carry our own babies.
Right.
And it's just, I remember growing up seeing the little indigenous ladies in Mexico with the babies wrapped, and I was always like, I'm going to do that. I don't care what anybody says to me. I just want to have my baby next to me. And
well, you can use a bed sheet. I mean, I remember Ronnie down here in San Diego, the one who's gotten everybody into baby wearing. She was like, you don't even need a wrap. You can use a bed sheet. So,
oh, cool. So, oh my gosh. Well, we definitely have more details about that giveaway coming up, but I don't want to, I mean, we could spend so much time just chatting away, but I don't want to forget the other women that we have with us.
Yes, and we can't forget to give the secret word either.
Yes.
Oh, no, but we'll wait for that in a few minutes because that's another opportunity to get more Rafflecopter.
Yeah.
Okay, Elaine.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm on my 3rd cup of tea, and I've already done 2 hours of work. Good.
Oh, wow, good for you. So really quickly, well, not really quickly, take your time, Joe. I'm just a little amped up. I have little sleep and much coffee going right now. So tell us about Thrive Mama.
Yes, I'm so happy to share Thrive Mama with you guys. Basically, how I started Thrive Mama is that I was a hot-ass mess when I went back to work after having a baby. Like, made all the classic mistakes that moms make, like going cold turkey and not really getting baby on the bottle really well, and lots of other reasons why when I actually went back to work, you know, after the nice 3 months maternity leave, nobody was set up for success. And I, you know, at crying on the 15 North, I realized that there was not a resource for moms in this little window when you go from full-time baby bonding to full-time, part-time working.
Yeah.
So, so after my 2nd gigantic healthy baby was born, 10 pounds, natural childbirth. Just had to plug for that.
We bow down to you.
It's amazing. Childbirth is amazing. Yeah. I was on maternity leave, and it was so blissful. It was, you know, healthy baby, and it was such a wonderful bonding time that I really had time to think and had a bit of a calling to, like, be of service and do something for the community. And so Thrive Mama basically came from that. I wanted to help moms with that little window going back to work, and so I do have a return to work workshop at Nature's Whisper Yoga Studio here in San Diego. And Yeah, and then from that, I've been coaching moms for years now, and they said, great, thanks, that was really helpful, but the real work is when you're back at work, and that's when everything's really tricky, and like, how the hell do you get a healthy meal on the table, and how do I do it all?
What do I do with my breast pump at the office?
I know, seriously, it's the craziest thing. I just did a blog recently about how do you travel while you're pumping, right? How do you ship back milk? And so there's so much logistics. I actually pumped for the full year of both my girls, and I won't lie, it's not the most fun, but it's so worthwhile, and it's so near and dear to my heart. Every time I see that pump bag somewhere in public, I'm like, you go, girl. You can do this. Like, keep it up,
Oh, yeah. So you offer these programs or these series to moms and individual counseling and that sort of thing?
Yeah, so I have a new series at Nature's Whisper as well, and I'm calling this the Busy Mom series. Like, how do you manage it all as a busy mom? And the first one is about time management. I know that word kind of sounds like, ooh, corporate-y, or like, I don't know, very...
I personally think it's an oxymoron. I think it's an oxymoron, time and management. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I once heard that you can't manage time, but you can manage your tasks. And that's kind of what it's about. It's like understanding your week. So we talk about Sunday night planning. Do you guys do that? Do you sit down on Sunday and plan out your week?
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm a Friday girl.
Okay, Friday. I'll take it. But we really go through, like, and all of this is like learning on the job. Like, I was never taught meal planning. I was never taught how to really deal with a lot of stuff that we take on as moms. So I actually have, you can see my corporate gear. I'm going back to work after this interview, but I have professional training in project management, right? I'm skilled in how to manage time. Yet when I got home, especially when my first one was born, I was a mess. I didn't use any of my skills in my personal life that I had in my professional life. So I really taken that and really tweaked it for the mom life. And so in the first part of this series, I cover time management. In the second one, near and dear to my heart, is meal planning. Like, let's talk about meal planning, because the big secret behind meal planning is not about learning how to use a crock pot. It's about actually understanding how much time you have in your week and then fitting in different cooking styles to fit those times. So if you know that you've got dance class or soccer practice on Wednesday night, you're not going to have time to make a fresh, healthy meal. You're going to have to have leftovers or, have some ready-made stuff. So we talk about how to do that in that meal planning one. That's in August. And then in September, I'm so excited. This is like so near and dear to my heart, is balance, presence, and intuition. This workshop is all about how to trust your mom intuition, because it is our super secret, super mom power that we all have, but frankly, I think we take in so much information. There's so much information out there on Facebook or Google, and we don't trust our own insights into our own child and what we know and what we want for our family. So we explore mom guilt. We explore how the hell do you find me time, right? So we really sort of get it all out there. It's a safe environment to really share sort of how do you find balance and find some quiet time to really enjoy the journey being a busy mom.
So cool. And MJ, we have her website information in the showcase, right?
Yes, actually, I was going to say while you're talking, although Elaine, you have your website, okay, baby, on your lower third a little bit there, which I'm trying to bring up here. But yeah, the showcase app is on the left-hand side there if you're watching. Go ahead and take this one, Erin.
So if you wiggle your cursor on your screen, you should get some icons on the left-hand side, and the third one down are these golden badges or tags. So if you click on those, you'll be able to see the sites that we're highlighting for you. And there you'll find the PAXbaby.com and the Thrive Mama and the one for Brandy, which we will be hitting in just a few minutes. So thank you so much, Elaine. And I know that you and I have had the chance to meet outside of work. So I hope we get to do it again, except our Moms in Meditation on a Sailboat was canceled. So we've got to figure out something else to do.
Moms in Meditation on a Sailboat? Uh-oh.
Yeah. She's gone. Okay.
We might have lost her.
We lost her. We lost.
Yeah. So that the showcase app on the side there, just scroll down because you'll see a few different websites that are including PAXbaby we got up there, and Thrive Mama, and then Dolan's Family Chiropractic. Okay. Oh, you're muted, Mama.
Elaine texted me. I can't hear you. I'm like, why?
All right. So
There's
Elaine.
So let's go ahead and give as many details as we can about that giveaway.
Okay.
Yay!
So we are giving away a Tula of the winner's choice of size. So standard is for smaller babies and toddler is for bigger babies. So depending on which size the winner wants, Tula will so graciously send that to our winner. And we have a rafflecopter set up, right?
We do, and that rafflecopter link will be available after the show.
Yep.
So there are multiple ways to enter, including liking PAXbaby's page and Tula's page and Mama Tribe page on Facebook. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And also by using a secret word, password, code word.
What's that word?
Well, if anyone can guess, it's rainbow. Because why not?
That was like an easy one.
Right? We should have made it harder.
For those of you that don't know, every time when you use Rafflecopter, it's an automatic lottery, and every time you do one of these options, you get a specific number of tickets for those options that you complete. So yeah, the secret word is rainbow, and you can get more tickets. So we'll have that information at the end, and I'm so freaking excited because
you want to win?
A Tula.
I know, right? Can we win? No.
So the Tula the winning Tula is called Incognito, and it has little zebras everywhere. It's black and white. I have an Incognito, and I'm planning to actually color the zebra stripes with fabric markers, so that it can be rainbow zebra.
Yay!
That's awesome.
Where will you find the time? Where will you find
So maybe I'll make my kids do it.
Craft time.
Everybody color a zebra. Well, there's enough kids that they could each have a color. So maybe they could each color the stripes.
There you go.
Yep.
That's why you had so many kids,
Yes.
Jillian.
One for each color. We actually used to do a color code system.
That
Totally.
Right? The sippy cups, everybody knew what color sippy cup, which plate. That way there wasn't any question of whose was whose.
Oh, that's very nice. That's
Yes.
very nice. Yeah. Wise mama. Wise mama. So we are just gabbing away. I love this. You know, we can spend hours here, but I do want to get Brandy in here. Brandy! Dr.
Hello.
Dolans, hello.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. Tuesdays and Thursday mornings are wonderful mornings for me. They're my slower mornings. I don't see patients in the office, so I get to kind of fart around the house and do a little bit slower mornings. So I'm glad that this worked out.
Yay! So thank you for joining us, definitely. And like Elaine, I want you to tell us a little bit about what it is, what you do.
Okay, well, I'm a chiropractor, and my specialty is in pregnancy and pediatrics. And what I noticed in practice that women were coming in, during pregnancy or with their babies, and they were having all these symptoms, like neck and shoulder pain, back pain, kids with like colic, asthma, all these things. And when we would start to do the history, they all come down to stress, physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stresses. So not only to help all the women and the kids and the dads that came in too, just not only to get them out of symptoms, but we needed to give them tools so that their bodies weren't always taking a tank when stresses got high. And so it's really started changing the community around my office. And so not only do people come in and get adjusted and are under care, but we started to add lots of classes and workshops and different modes of healing to help our moms. So we have 3 massage therapists. They all do something a little bit differently. We have a moms group that meets in our office. They call themselves the Super Moms. And so they kind of break themselves off, the stay-at-home moms and then the working moms. And this month they're focusing on positive discipline. So they are having their meetings on Tuesdays or Saturdays, depending on when people can get together and discussing, positive discipline. So how to deal with our kids in a very positive and loving way. So I'm just going to kind of run down the different workshops that we have going on this month. So, people participate in our practice in numerous ways. They come and they join our classes, or they come as a patient, or they just come to get massage or sound healing. Last night we had a wonderful sound bath. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a sound bath, but one of our massage therapists is a sound healer. And so a lot of the women gathered last night for about an hour and a half, and he played his bowls and the gongs, and they just were able to lay... Like the singing bowls, the crystal bowls, and gongs.
Dude, Erin, you would love a sound bath. Seriously, it's like I've only done one, and it was so awesome, and it was kind of Dr. Dolan's. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but mine was sort of a meditation, but you were just laying there, like listening and meditating.
Yes, and so you can either lay on a yoga mat. Some people were in chairs. We had somebody laying on the adjusting table. Like, everybody was getting really comfortable and just really enjoying. But on Tuesday morning, we've got also our the positive discipline moms are coming. And then next Tuesday evening, we actually rented out a yoga studio for like a relax and receive class. And so we co-hosting it with a yoga teacher so that the moms can come and relax and do some restorative yoga. On the 21st of the month, once a month, I do a health awareness class. We talk about how chiropractic can help you and your family's health. A lot of things that we see are families who get sick every month. Their immune systems are not what they should be, and that takes a toll on a family when you have a kid sick often, or a mom sick, or dad sick all the time. And we talk about how chiropractic can really help those sorts of things so that your family can function better and be healthier, and you can really enjoy all the aspects of having a young family. And then the last Tuesday of every month, we have a woman come in and teach meditation, because I can't tell you how many moms, it changes the way that they parent, it changes their mood just by learning to meditate. And that can be a very overwhelming thing in itself. So many people are like, oh, I can't meditate. Yeah. And so we have a woman who really comes in. It's an hour long. She talks about meditation, and she guides you through it. So we have a whole spectrum of ways to really help families get better and get healthier and deal with symptoms and things like that in the most natural way possible. We don't use any drugs or anything like that. We want to empower the innate ability that everybody has to heal themselves, and that's really sort of our mission.
Okay, so who meditates? Jillian, do you meditate?
I just started.
You did.
Right now?
Okay.
Just now?
No, not.
She's doing it now.
No,
Do you meditate, Jillian?
No.
Yeah, I would love to. I've only done it like really, I've tried it once and then I've done the sound bath, but
Well, how about this, Brandy? How about we do another hangout and we just kind of do like some kind of meditation or one of your sessions we could do as a Google Hangout in a group.
Wonderful. I'm totally up for that.
Okay, very cool. But don't have the guy play his balls. I mean his bowls.
We'll leave the bowls somewhere else.
Okay.
depending on the bowls, though, OG, you might like them. Dr. Dolan, where is your practice?
My office is in Pacific Beach. I'm 2 blocks from the ocean. I call it my dream practice. So you'll see, especially now in the summertime, it's full of sand and kids running around and things like that. So it's a really neat place. It's a really wonderful, nourishing place. We have a whole kids center and everything like that. And it's just a really cute little gem in Pacific Beach.
Very cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for providing a center for a Mama Tribe community, you know, and I just think it's so great, and I love the fact that we're letting people know that you're here and that, you know, Pax Baby is here. Like, I never knew about any of this stuff until after, and that was way after, so I'm really glad that we get to share this information with potential new mamas out there so they don't feel, you know, so they have that support of other moms. So thank you.
Yeah. That's why we made this. That's why we started Mama Tribe. Is, you know, there were so many things that I mean, I think about my baby registry, and if I were to have a baby, I probably wouldn't have anything but like maybe 3 things that I had on there. Like, it's just so different now that you have, you know, the baby, and when you have those things, it's like, you know, you want to share them with mamas, especially with baby wearing. I mean, that's one of the things when I come across mamas, that's one of my first questions is, do you baby wear? Do you have a carrier? Like, if you don't, I will let you borrow.
Yes. I actually have someone's Tula right now, one of our friends, our dear friends, Tiffany, and she had to sneak it to me so that her little girl wouldn't see because she would be so upset that it was gone. Even though she has another one, this one in particular, it has the stars, and yeah, it's just, they're just, I love them. I love carrying and wearing babies. Where are all the babies? Where are all the babies?
And then, you know, with chiropractor work too, you just don't realize the things that you can help with yourself and then with your baby too. People don't even think about adjusting their babies, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you know, people kept telling me that I was going to get carpal tunnel, and I was like, what? No, you don't. How? Why would you get carpal tunnel with a baby? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So there's a lot that happens, you know, just to us as moms that we don't anticipate until it actually happens, and a good masseuse or a good chiropractor was definitely on the short list of resources for moms.
Yeah.
Especially right after birth.
Yes. That's what I was going to say too. You know, I mean, when one of the first things that our ped asked was how my baby was doing as far as like nursing and spitting up, because sometimes when you have a natural birth, then, you know, things can kind of get a little kinked.
Yeah, that's a very delicate way of saying blown the F out.
I always say, you know, as natural as birth is, it sometimes can be a little traumatic. So we want to take care of those traumas as soon as they happen to get you guys feeling faster.
That's good, because, you know, I remember telling my husband that the 6 weeks of maternity, you know, of the 6 weeks that everybody was talking about after birth, I was like, I thought it was so you could bond. No, it's so you can fucking walk straight again. It's like, oh my God, your body is racked.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
I remember my midwife sitting on the edge of my bed, and I was like, I feel like my back is broken. I had a home birth too, just like Jillian, and I remember my midwife saying, you got to do like cat cows to kind of get your, start getting your back kind of back in, because everything's all disheveled.
Wonky, yeah.
But yeah, our bodies go through a lot.
Yeah. So holla to the tequila, to the wine, holla to whatever your vice may be, because we all need it sometime. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I just made a poem.
All right, mamas. Well, I know. I think that we can officially start our mornings in the real life.
In the three-dimensional world. We'll have to leave the flat world, which is fun. But yeah.
I know. This has been so fun hanging with you, Jillian, and hanging with you, Dr. Dollins, and Elaine was here. This was awesome. This was great. I'm so glad you guys got on.
Yeah, and we're gonna have Elaine on again on August 13th. To talk about more about her programs, and then Brandy, we're gonna have you on again. Because you're going to have a giveaway also for us.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll be able to talk about that in the upcoming days. And next week, really good, we're going to have Susanna Reese on with us. And one of the things that really drew me to her was she started screenings of these films that you can't see anywhere else. So she's going to talk to us about how you can get these kind of like indie films and do screenings at your house with all of your friends and stuff, and she would put together some really cool events. So I'm looking forward to next week, and that's when we'll announce the Tula winner.
Yeah, and maybe Jillian, if you have time, you can hop on for a quick second, and
you could be horizontal. MJ's done a show from bed before.
I have. You can do it on your cell phone. You just get the Hangout app.
Okay.
MJ had she had an All Things Crunchy, and I was outside on our stoop because I was not taking part in bedtime, so I was hiding outside on my cell phone. So yeah, baby, it's all about hanging. It's all easy. It's all laid back. So thanks so much, mamas. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and hang out for a second because I'll stop the broadcast, and then we can just chat before we all get back to our real lives.
Yes. So be sure and check out the Facebook page, Mama Tribe Network. Also, you can find us on Google+, and that's where we'll have the Rafflecopter information. And I'm on Twitter. I'm OG Mamacita on Twitter. So you can find more information there, as is MJ. She's MJ __ ATC.
Yeah, for all things crunchy. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mama Tribe Networks, also our Mama Tribe Network, and then also All Things Crunchy and OG Mamacita. We all have our own YouTube channel, and then you can get all the updates on what shows we're doing and when we post new shows. So. Yay.
We also do an After Dark series, which is done Friday nights. It's live, and those are where we can talk more in-depthly about some topics that may seem a little unbroachable. And usually there's wine involved. So
usually.
And
most definitely, if you're out there watching us live or you watch us after the show, if you want to be on these hangouts with us, I mean, there's no reason why, you can't be. You can't be. And we'll have shows coming up where we'll actually need just mamas that we'll have as panelists. So you can reach us on our Facebook page, our Google Plus page, YouTube, or you can email us, mamatribenetwork@gmail.com, and just let us know if you want to be a part of it. We'll get you up on Google, just like we got Jillian up, and we got Dr. Dollins up, and we will do it.
If you can get me on here.
What's that?
If you can get me on here, you can get anyone.
I'm just so stoked that you did it. I seriously am super stoked. So thank you.
I'm so scared I was going to sleep through it.
Did you sleep at all because you were worried?
I did a little bit. Okay. I went to bed at 2.
can't even imagine. Okay, you better turn us off because an alarm is going off over here behind
Okay. All right. Hang on, mamas. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.